Hey. Just FYI, this may or may not go to Facebook. It says Facebook is down for maintenance.
What?
I didn't know Facebook went down. That's a big outage.
Wonder. I'm trying to see if we can get on mine. No, I'm on. So it's not a system-wide outage.
Well, it's not telling me incorrect password. It's just saying.
Few minutes.
It's right on the other side, isn't it?
See what happens when I go to it here.
Sure, my phone's off too.
So all we have is property owners on the list. We check the list out there, but the list outside, and all it is the property owners. Makes it easier. Much easier. Or at least that's the ones that signed up to speak.
It'll still go to the website.
Get our,
Okay,
just gonna-
there we go.
mark our parking tickets.
Let's try reconnect.
I was on the other side of the
You don't have any gum or anything, do you? When I start this tickling
I
cough.
know. And as a matter of fact, on my, oh, that's all. I've got an Advil cold sinus in my
Oh.
pocket, but,
Joe, you don't have any gum or mint, do you?
No, I used to get us a little thing of candy.
I found the Halls in my Bible case and put it on my top of my cup, but then I didn't bring my cup in,
Yeah.
so.
I used to have a little bowl of hard candy in it. They cut that out.
But now it wants to do 6-digit authentication or two-factor. So Helen in Mexico is getting a code right now somewhere to her phone while she's scuba diving, probably.
Her and Michael are both like,
So this just might not go to Facebook today.
Oh, who's gonna do our tickets today? You,
Oh, hang on. No, just I gotta.
Kelvin maybe still be out there.
No, I don't have that. Yeah, it'll still record. It's just not going to go to Facebook. It'll go to Twitter. It'll go to the website.
and then we can post it on Facebook later
Yeah.
if someone.
Yeah, you can just post a link to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Typically, that's not a widely viewed thing. Like,
I've never seen more than 5 people.
yeah, yeah. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So you're rocking and rolling. Just, Dave, let me show you what to do when you're done. See where it says toggle all on? Click off.
Okay, and that will
So-
disconnect it.
That'll disconnect it right there. So they're going to run this stream remotely from Swagate's offices. So they're all on right now.
Right,
Off, we'll toggle them all off.
and that will disconnect it.
That's right.
Okay, and then after that, I can just,
Log out of Helen on the
the district
computer.
attorney's office wants me to call about the
And,
election tomorrow.
leave the computer.
Yes,
There's so
it
much
lives here.
crap going on.
Okay.
All right.
Connie just took them.
Sign her out.
Now, do your job.
You weren't here, and I said, well, who's gonna do our tickets?
And I'm going to turn on my computer to see the
Okay, thank you.
So we're not gonna have it today?
Well, it's just not gonna go to Facebook, but we should have
The screen?
all the screen and everything.
Yeah,
It just appears.
yeah, I'm gonna blink and it's gonna be there.
Hey Connie, do you know how to let the wings down and all that? Is that what you're doing?
Y'all better let Michael know how this is going.
Well, at least it's not on Facebook, so you can't watch.
It will be on Twitter though.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and it will be recorded and uploaded to Facebook after the fact.
I know, yeah. We thought you ran out on us.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at my phone too. Tomorrow's
Yeah, I know.
election. Got to get through it tomorrow. So much shade being thrown. He walked.
I walked over.
That's right,
Yeah,
your
office right
office
across the
is
street.
near. That's convenient.
One office. I really want to this office, but
What do you
You
do?
don't have a job.
Got something to do?
I took the.
You did? Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Oh yeah. I got to give them a little more before I call. Let them kind of get them. Maybe by next day I have something.
Thank you.
Oh, I definitely did that the same day.
I appreciate it.
I figured those were electric too.
It did.
You did. You didn't notice that.
And I was looking this way.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
I apologize, guys.
I'm sorry, you guys,
Our
too.
main guys in Alaska on the cruise with his
We can blame it on Michael, even if he's not here.
We're gonna tell them everything ran smooth without him.
He's probably sitting there going, why aren't they on yet? Why aren't they on yet?
Maybe that will watch him or something.
I hope so.
Yeah, I guarantee he watching it.
He's not watching us. He's got better things to do.
Oh, the projector.
Not on. Now I'm on. You're not on either.
I'm on.
Oh, you're
Yep,
green,
you're
green.
on.
See, I'm gonna start coughing before I talk. Yeah, we're good. Oh, there they go. Now we find the electric.
There we go, okay. Oh, it automatically did it all at the same time? Yeah.
Well, how nice.
There it is, it's coming up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Oh, it's hard to see though.
it's coming up though. It'll get brighter. Got your motions all down?
Yeah. Let's see.
Count on him to do. I said, you got them all down. I tell you, the grandbaby went for her first Mother's Day out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Came home, and on Tuesday we had the norovirus.
Oh, no.
So she went one day, and that was it for 2 weeks. She went back today for the first time. And then she went to emergency room, and because she couldn't keep anything down, everything came up. So she ended up with a respiratory. And of
Oh,
course,
bless her heart.
she gave me both. Isn't that sweet
And
that
how
she
old is
shares?
she now?
She will be 15 months old
Oh.
Sunday.
How cute.
Yeah, so they've been at the house. The first week they weren't at the house because all I could do was throw up. So, and then they were there for another week because her husband didn't want to get it. Like, thanks a lot.
I had my daughter's 4 children, and I said, I have 9 grandbabies. Her 4, I feel like a drill instructor. My oldest son, his 3, I feel like a grandmommy.
Uh-huh.
And my youngest son, I feel like a stranger to him because he don't know why.
Yeah.
We take him anywhere.
Yeah.
But No, I'm hardcore with the ones that are so hard. They said, he was horrible, the 13-year-old, when we went out to eat.
Thank you. Can
And then he said, we leave here, we're going by below 5 or 5 below. I said,
below, yeah.
are you kidding? I was like, I wouldn't take you anywhere. You're horrible.
That's a treat that you just, you know,
Yeah,
your
I said,
reward.
why would I reward you for your horrible behavior? It's the one that when he was 3.
It is on the agenda.
Oh, she started. When
Yes.
he was 3 years old,
Okay,
he
so it's
wanted
pulling it up.
That must be.
Okay, I just pulled it up.
candy before dinner, and we back there over and over. Not yet. I went. He said, well, Mimi gives me whatever I want.
I just pulled it
And
up.
I said, well, Mimi can have
You
you
just
a saw and a
That's what I
cake
had to do down there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that ain't my email. Let me close it. He did, and I saw it earlier. So. Now this came in there, space.
Service station. I'll be up on me. Right up from, Talk Off.
It was the BZA packet. It was BZA cases. And it says,
Date modified, go to date modified and do that. Right there. Let's go pull up the. Go ahead. This is the same one we were using in the other
we
one?
couldn't use it. Sometimes.
Don't have to do anything.
Right. And that's
My
when we had to
husband's
email.
getting better about things.
I can do each case.
I said, I believe you sabotaged that copy this year because you're the only one that can work.
You're not gonna have it pad. Okay, on your phone, email it to Helen, and that's Helen's, that should be. I apologize, guys, we're having a little bit of,
Technical.
our USB won't work.
Look at there. Was that not it? Oh, was that just a notice?
It's gonna be under agendas.
Meetings? Okay.
August 22nd right there.
August?
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah. Yay!
Okay, here we go, guys, we're cooking now.
You got it now.
Text Michael, tell him he can stay another week.
He can stay 3 more because we don't meet but once a month.
Okay, here we go, where do you want to start?
All right. We're good to
Okay,
go.
we're ready.
All right. Welcome to the August 22, 2022 meeting of the Jefferson County Board of Zoning Adjustment. The Board of Zoning Adjustment is a 5-member board. 3 affirmative votes are required to approve a request for variance or other appeal. For anyone addressing the board today, please give us your name and address for the record, and then tell us what your hardship is or what your objection to this request may be. You will be given our decision today verbally, and you will receive our decision in writing within 10 days. Zoning approvals can be issued immediately following the hearing in our office at room B200. However, you will first be required to obtain a permit from the Jefferson County Department of Health if your application involves a connection to a septic tank, or Jefferson County Environmental Services if your application involves connection to a sanitary sewer. Anyone disagreeing with the board's decision today has 15 days in which to file an appeal in circuit court. Also, we would ask that you silence any electronic devices during this hearing. First case up today is A22-0023, applicant Joseph A. Miller III. It is 1351 Short Creek Road, Mulga 35118. Would the staff please present the case?
Yes, ma'am. Here, they're requesting a variance from the terms of the zoning regulations to reconstruct a residence to be 2 feet from the south side property line in lieu of the required 15 feet, and to be 30 feet from the rear property line in lieu of the 35 feet. What I have on the screen is the site plan. This is actually the residence. And if you see back here, this is the 35-foot property line, and they're requesting 30 feet here as opposed to the 35 that's required. And to the side is a requirement of 15. This is the 15-foot property line, and they're requesting it to be 2 feet from the property line as opposed to the 15. They had an existing residence here at this location before it burned. It was the exact same footprint as where they actually placed the house today. Staff is recommending approval of the variance based upon the hardship, and their hardship is the topography of the land and the field lines, where the field lines are placed.
Okay. Does any member of the board have questions for staff or the applicant regarding this case? At this time, we would like to open a public hearing regarding this item. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak in opposition or support of the request?
We're just family, and we wanted to speak in support.
You can come to the podium and speak in support. Name and address for the record.
I'm the mother-in-law, so I don't live at the residence, but I just wanted to be here to support my family and oh, I'm so sorry. My address?
Your name and address.
Lisa Cochran, 2695 Post Lane, Hueytown, Alabama, 35023. And I'm Joseph's mother and Malia's mother-in-law, and I just wanted to be here to support them to be able to build their house back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there any opposition? Hearing none, the public hearing is closed. Is there any other questions from the board members? If not, may I have a motion?
I make the motion that we approve A22-0023.
I second it.
We have a motion by Mr. White and a second by Ms. Aldridge. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Your variance has been granted. Thank you. Our next case today is A22-0024. Applicant is Lilibeth Orozco. Address 4301 Old Pinson Road, Birmingham 35215. Would staff please present the case?
Yes, here. We have an existing mobile home park that's requesting a variance. This mobile home park was established back in probably 1965, and at that time, mobile homes were zoned C1 commercial. This mobile home park is in a C1 zoning. And we're asking today for a variance because the zoning regulations have changed tremendously since 1965. The first thing we're asking for is a variance because it has less than 5 lots. We're showing that the mobile home, 5 acres. Thank you. The minimum requirement today is 5 acres, and this mobile home park only has 3.29, I believe. 3.2. Only has 3.2, so we're asking for a variance for that. We're also asking for a variance because the minimum requirements now calls for a recreational area. There's no recreational area here, and there's no buffer. It requires a 35-foot buffer surrounding the property, and we do not have that 35-foot buffer. And also, we're asking for the existing single-family residence. There's a single-family residence here. This is the mobile home park, Then the applicant also owns this single-family residence. We're asking that the single-family residence stays with the mobile home park. Do want to bring this to your attention. The existing mobile home here and the existing building or accessory structure here, should the applicant wish to replace them or do any expansions of them, the applicant will be required to get another variance. The variance today wouldn't apply for that because they are existing non-conforming properties. So today we're asking for approval and we're recommending approval, for the variance to be approved for this property.
Okay, does any member of the board have any questions for staff or the applicant?
This contingent upon the property being rezoned to R5?
Yes, I do apologize. There is a pending rezoning case, and the rezoning case is to rezone this park here from C1 to R5B, which is mobile home park. As I said, back in 1965, C1 was allowable for a mobile home park in C1, but today is for R5B. So the decision you make today, it will be contingent upon the zoning, and the zoning will be contingent upon the variance that's made today. The stick-built house here, we could request that they subdivide the property. If you don't allow them to keep it as is, in that situation, then they will require another variance because the house will be on a property less than the minimum requirements for A1, which would be
1 acre.
an acre.
Any other questions? All right, at this time, we'd like to open a public hearing regarding this item. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak in opposition or support of this request? Okay, come to the podium, state your name and address.
My name is Lilibeth Orozco, and I'm the owner of the property. And I'm just here to, I don't know if you have any questions, you can ask me. Feel free. And that's it.
Okay.
It's 2004 Butler Road, Alabaster, Alabama 35007.
Thank you. Any questions for the applicant?
Who lives in the house?
Rented. Yeah. If there's no other opposition, or no opposition, we'll close this case. If there are no other comments or questions by the board, may I have a motion from the board?
I make a motion for approval contingent upon the property being rezoned R5.
And I second that motion.
We have a motion by Ms. Aldridge and a second by Mr. Johnson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Your variance has been granted. Thank you. Thank you. Our next case is A220025. The applicant is Woody William Gorey. It is 6687 G&H Road, McCalla 35111. Would staff please present the case?
Yes, ma'am. The applicant is requesting a variance from the terms of the zoning regulations to allow an 8-foot by 25-foot camper as a temporary residence during the construction of a single-family dwelling on the property. I'd like to give the definition of a mobile home. A mobile home is a structure transferable in one or more sections, which is 8 feet or more in width and is 32 feet in body or more in length, and which is built on a permanent chassis and is designed to be used as a dwelling with or without a permanent foundation, and when connected to the required utilities and includes plumbing and heating and air conditioning, electrical system is contained thereof. This property here is currently on A1 zoning. It had a recent subdivision where it was subdivided from this property here, which is there's an older home on this property. There's nothing currently on the property. And the applicant is requesting A1 zoning. It does allow for a mobile home. It must be a minimum of 32 and 8 by size. As we know, this one does not meet the minimum requirements. It's 8 by 25, so that's actually why we're here today. Staff is recommending approval with the stipulation of 2 years on the mobile home while they build their home.
Are there any questions for the staff or the applicant from the board? If not, at this time, we would like to open a public hearing regarding this item. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak in opposition or support to this request? No? It is what it is.
We have anything to say?
Okay. She presented it well. Okay. All right. If not, is there anyone in opposition? If not, this public hearing is closed. If there are no other questions or comments from the board, may I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve A 22-0025 with the stipulation that the camper as a temporary resident shall cease upon the issuance of certificate of occupancy or a maximum of 2 years.
And I second that motion.
We have a motion by Mr. White and a second by Mr. Johnson. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Your variance has been granted. Thank you. All right. Have all the board members had a chance to review the case materials and minutes from July 25th, 2022 hearing that were sent to us electronically?
Yes.
May I have a motion regarding the minutes?
Motion to approve.
And I second that motion.
I have a motion by Mr. White and a second by Mr. Johnson to approve the minutes of July 25th, 2022. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. There's no other business. I consider a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn. We're adjourned. Thank you. Well, she was telling me to get it.